Hello and welcome to Illuminate Your Truth. My name is Elena Isis. Thank you so much for joining me today. I thought it would be a good idea to reintroduce myself. Okay, my name is Elena. I am a spiritual guide, a seer, and I'm also a Venusian star seed. I come from the Rose lineage, and my path has been in my bloodline for hundreds of years. And today I have a message to share. I have a perspective to share. I have a lifestyle to share. I have a new way of loving to share. And it's an ancient path. It's not new, so it's ancient. It sounds new. It may be new to you, but it's not new. It is ancient. It flows in my blood, and you may discover that it flows in your blood as well. I'm going to share this sacred path with you all today. I'm super excited about it, I must say. So yeah, let's go. All right, embracing sacred union through the ancient art of cock worship. This is going to be one of many parts. This February, I want to focus on love and expansion, love and new perspectives of love, deeper love, higher love, ascension, together, all of those wonderful things I'm going to talk about this month. So the ancient art of cock worship. Now, how this all got started, three of my spiritual guides came to me with this way of life, an ancient way of life. They led me down this path. God, the Divine Mother Isis, and my great-grandmother, God ultimately being the first to tell me about the path, show me the path. Isis, she was the second to bring the visions, the remembrance, working with Isis as one of my guides. She awakened it within me by talking about the sacred mystery schools of the divine feminine that she had these temples along with Hathor, and I've had past lives there in those temples serving as a womb priestess, sex priestess, these things, these priestesses, these high priestesses who use sensuality to ascend, to help men ascend. And in these sacred mystery schools, we would use like desire and pleasure and love to help men ascend. This is very beautiful art. So she awakened me to the art of cock worship through visions and through the remembrances and soul recognitions and things like that. She was the second. And then the third was, which is the most recent. So my great grandmother, she came to me as well with the same path and mission. And she came to me 3 years ago, actually. And I'm just going to go into that because that was such a beautiful experience. I work with my ancestors a lot. It's something that is really important to me, healing ancestral trauma in my bloodline. I love doing it and I love teaching people how to do it. I actually have an ancestor prayer that I was working on yesterday, and it is up on my Etsy page. Go and check it out. That's really good to print out, have on your altar. A nice, safe prayer to say if you're starting a practice, trying to work with them, trying to work with your ancestors. So my great-grandmother came to me 3 years ago with a message. And it was about who I was and where I came from and what runs in my bloodline. Like I said, 3 years ago, and she had this message that she had to tell me, and also a secret she was supposed to help me discover. But she had this message about the path that I'm on now. She mentioned cock worship. She mentioned healing my sexual shame, sexual guilt, just my sexuality in general, she said was really important. She said that, womb priestesses run in our bloodline. You're not the first one. But she also had a message, and it was like, you must focus on desire and your desires and pleasure and knowing your worth and resting in that. She had the task of masturbating and really healing my sexuality, sexual shame, and connecting with my sensual sexual self and having no fear or shame around it. She said this is really important to my path. And so I started healing myself. Now, at this time, when she came to me, I was looking for a new way to love my husband. I wanted to, honestly, I wanted to crave him. I prayed to God. It's like, I want to crave my husband like a sex-hungry teenager. Like I said that. Now, me and my husband have been together for over 10 years now. This was about 3 years ago. And I was like, is there another way to love him different because I don't feel like I'm doing it right. Like I feel like I'm doing it way wrong. And what did I mean by that? Like I had to stop man shaming. I think that women do this to make themselves feel better. And I don't actually think it's healthy at all. So that was one thing that I had to stop. And I had to stop being around people that did that as well. Really, you have to protect yourself in that area. Another thing was being proud that I had no libido or sex drive. A lot of women do this. Okay, just because you don't have a sex drive doesn't mean that your man doesn't have a sex drive or isn't going to want sex. Now you have to realize that if you are going to be with the man, they have 7 times more testosterone than women, okay, which means they're probably going to want to have sex more than you. All right, they're probably going to want to have sex more than you. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I think sometimes we shame men for it, having a crazy sex drive and wanting sex all the time or more than we do, but we have to take into account like that is human nature. A healthy man is going to want to have sex regularly. That is just how it is. So I had to take that into account. Now, this path, the path of cock worship, is a path where you have to take accountability. You have to take responsibility for your role in the relationship as a woman. As a man too, everybody has to take accountability for the role that they play in the relationship because you do play a role. And so I had to look at myself and I had to be like, what am I doing that he needs me to do that I'm not doing or he wants or desires? And so I was like, okay, well, our sex life, that definitely, he would come to me and he would want me to initiate and I just wouldn't do it. You think he'll get over it, but he kept coming to me with it. And I was like, okay, I have to do something. So, sometimes you just have to look at yourself and make the changes that you need to make, but ignoring his sexual needs and desire, it was like slowly ripping us apart. And it was not what I wanted. So I had to take accountability. And that started this intimacy journey where we started connecting more and building that connection. And it just grew from there. Now, my grandmother took me down this path of healing and healing my sexual shame, sexual guilt, the sexuality and relationship to pleasure and desire and devotion. She really told me that I really needed to start loving myself and not feeling guilty for feeling pleasure, not feeling guilty for wanting to feel good. There you go. Don't feel bad for it. She told me desire actually relaxes you, calms you, and allows you to do this, to live your mission even clearer, better, and to find more joy in life. It's a good thing to feel joy. You're supposed to be happy down here. It doesn't have to be all stressful. She definitely was like, you are worthy of pleasure. That's what I needed to get into my head was I am worthy of feeling good. I am worthy of pleasure. And you know what? Making time for pleasure for myself, whether that's making a cup of tea or working out, stretching, doing my nails, skincare, doing something that I enjoy doing, making time for me. And if I feel like masturbating, doing that and not feeling guilty about it, actually allowing the orgasm to heal me instead and using it as medicine. So I had to really change my mind about a lot of things in this journey. Seeing my husband in a different light was huge. That mindset changes how you have to change how you see, think, and feel about this man. Because I was like I said, I really wanted to shift my perspective and I wanted to desire him, like a consistent desire. Now, if you are going to follow this path, you need to be able to trust this man. This has to be a really good man. Like he has to be really good to you. You have to feel safe around him. He has to be loyal, trustworthy. You guys communicate. This isn't someone who like you're kind of sketch about. Like you don't know. Like no, you know. Because this is a path of devotion. And devotion is a beautiful thing. And it's all coming from your heart and what you want to give. Because we're sovereign here, okay? We fill up our cup first. We belong to ourselves first. And we are full. We give from our overflow. We give from our overflow of love. And that is the devotion. That man gets our mind, body, spirit because we decide daily to allow him to have that part of us, which is, wow, that's beautiful. All right. That's really important with this path is sovereign devotion, because I say cock worship and then everybody's like, you're worshiping his cock. What do you mean? And it's like, well, yes, I am worshiping his cock, and I'm worshiping him as a man fully. All right. That's the worship. And that is what creates the desire, because cock energy is a powerful energy. Cock energy is powerful. Now, what is cock energy? What does that feel like? All right, well, cock energy feels like how a man provides for you, how he holds it down for you. You can actually feel that. Like, that is what cock energy, that's a part of cock energy, is how a man holds it down, how a man will hold you down, how a man will conquer you, how a man will provide for you. And if you have kids with this man, how he will provide for the children. It's hot. Cock energy is hot. All right. And in that energy is the full man. Okay. The man is in there because that's his gusto. You know what I mean? And so cock energy is powerful. And when dropped at the gate of a woman's womb, whoa. Now my high priestesses out there, we really need to start connecting with our wombs, because kings, they do this. They will drop their cock energy at your womb gate and allow you to feel them before you even talk to them. So women, we really need to start connecting with our wombs and the gates of our womb. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more this month. Women and our 3 gates. But one of those gates is the womb gate. And that is one of the most important gates in our bodies. All right. And when the divine masculine, a king, we're not talking about just some random dude. Okay. We're talking about a king comes to you energetically, allows you to feel his cock energy, drops that at your gate, and you can experience the fullness of him. It's a beautiful thing. And not all kings do this to get you. Sometimes if a king is in your radius, they will recognize you as a queen, because our energy, we can feel each other and we can feel the people who have done the work, because they have the same resonance as us in ways. When a king drops his cock energy at your gate, he'll allow you to feel the fullness of him. And it's a beautiful thing. And if you are wanting that, or some kings just want to be seen, some kings just want to be felt, because it's not something that happens often for them or for the queen. And so sometimes it's just for, I just wanted you to see me. And as a queen, you use your discernment, and if you choose to see or feel, that's fine. But, keep the gate closed, if that's not what you want. But cock energy is powerful, and men are proud of their cock energy. Like, they are proud of what they bring. So you say cock worship, you're worshiping a man and his cock. Yes, you're worshiping a man and his cock. And you're worshiping from a place of sovereign devotion, which means which is a very important part of this path, because if you're worshiping a man and you're obsessing over him, you want to be actually more obsessed with yourself first to keep it balanced. So you want the obsession to start with yourself, which entails the healing the sexuality, healing the shame, guilt, trauma. But sovereign, you want to say sovereign, you belong to yourself, no one owns you. You pour into yourself first. And then devotion is the sacred offering of your heart, your body, your energy, because you choose to love this man fully. I love showing devotion to my man. And you know what? He shows it back. It's this balance that you have to have between the obsession with yourself and the obsession with him. In past relationships, I would literally pour all of myself into a person, all of myself into a man. I would lose myself. This path doesn't require that of you. And this path actually wants you to be more connected with yourself first, and then the connecting with the man fully. But you have to be connecting with yourself fully. That's really important. Connecting with yourself fully first. It protects you, and it allows you to love deeper, because you love yourself too, and you know what you're worthy of, and you know who you are. And the path of cock worship is a path of wild desire. That's what I call it, a path of wild desire. It brings you closer together with your partner. I really do feel like it has definitely changed my relationship. and made it way better. Not even gonna lie, just way better. Your man will notice the difference. Let me just say that. But it definitely requires you to get loving yourself. And this ancient path is something that is coming up within me. And I really just want to share more about it because I see a lot of people unhappy in their relationships. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I wish that I could just share what I'm doing because this is helping. And I really feel like it could help other people. So I think I'm going to leave it there for this episode. I really enjoyed talking about, what cock energy is and what that feels like. Some work, maybe some homework. Start connecting with your womb. Start talking to her, sending healing light there. Start connecting with that part of yourself and see if there's any messages that she has for you. I really think that the connection with our womb is one of the most important connections that we should have as a woman. And so start connecting with that part and see what she has to say. She's very loud. She always has stuff to say. So go and get quiet and listen. All right. And so we're going to continue this series. I think that I've gone into enough for today, and I want to come back next week and dive a little bit deeper into cock worship, right? This ancient art, this sacred art, a beautiful path. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in. A little update. Go and check out my Etsy shop. I've really been having some fun on there. And go follow me on Instagram. I really hope you all have a wonderful day. I actually think it's snowing right now again. I'm seeing a little bit of snowfall. Oh, gotta love that. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. And bye for now.